Okay, the gentleman will take care of you and his lieutenant. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
How you doing? I know you gave him this card. Do you want to talk to me? Okay, hold on to that then. I know you asked for a supervisor. I'm just making sure you still want to talk to me.
Are you a supervisor?
Yeah.
I had a question for the officer. And the first question was if I was free to go. He said no. I asked him if I was being detained. He said I was, and I asked him what crime I was being accused of, because according to Black's Law Dictionary, the probable cause means that a reasonable person would believe a crime was in the process of being committed, had been committed, or was going to be committed.
You're being detained as far as traffic violation, sir.
My question to him wasn't what traffic violation. It was very specific. I've got it on tape. Okay? The question was, what crime? And he tried to make it seem as though the traffic violation was the crime. I was simply looking for some clarity. When he first came up, we just had breakfast in the same restaurant. I'm sure he just told you that.
I don't know if you had this breakfast together.
I mean, literally at the next booth over. I mean, I was parked next to the cruiser, you know, and when he first came up, and I was simply asking some questions. I know how you guys are. You go through the whole pump up intimidation tactics. He did the. I mean, he did. He can't. He was smiling, friendly, funny. Hey, is that a vanity tag? Is that a real plate? And then he immediately turned on the a-hole button. No, I didn't cause him to do that. I get that that's the natural thing. He maybe thought I was gonna start some extra shit or whatever. I was asking some questions.
Okay. Well, I know you're being stopped for the traffic violation, and that's why he's holding you.
My question was never answered.
Okay.
What crime was I being suspected of? He was unable to answer.
I don't think it was a crime. I think it's for the traffic.
Well, the way I understand it is you can only be under detainment if you are investigating a crime. Isn't that accurate?
As far as traffic goes, he can stop you for a traffic violation and hold you for his purpose of making sure your car is registered and...
Would he hold me indefinitely?
No, he's not going to hold you indefinitely.
My point was, I mean, if I'm not being accused of a crime, then I don't have to show you my ID. Isn't that also accurate?
Well, if you don't want to show us your ID, then you're going to get a citation for not displaying your driver's license.
Who do you cite if I don't give you my ID?
Well, we'll run the tag.
What tag?
Well,
okay.
I'll run your VIN. So.
Really?
Well, you don't have it out there?
No, of course not. I mean, you understand? I am just trying to talk to you right now, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I mean, and I get that this is different, but. And the reason, please understand why.
Without your tag, without your VIN, without your ID, there's going to be a further investigation.
But how do you? My question is, how do you investigate it further? I mean,
because we have to make sure that this car is.
No.
Because if this car is not legally registered, then it is a crime to have it on the road, and therefore there's a crime, and we have to make sure that the crime.
But my point is, there's no way for you to further investigate. Had I not handed him my ID, right? What is the course of events?
Okay.
I understand that this is different, and I keep stressing it's not about busting balls. I think what's happening is not enough Leos have been trained in civil rights activism at this point. And please understand, that's all this is about. Okay, I complied. I mean, I didn't have to give him my identification because I'm not under investigation of a crime. So. That being the case, and if there's no tag for you to run and there's no way for you to get the ID off the car, there's no probable cause. You can't just say, well, I mean...
Well, it is our job to make sure the vehicle is registered and you're not committing a crime that way.
But if there's no way...
Having an unregistered motor vehicle is a misdemeanor crime, which we can't investigate.
It's an arrestable offense?
Yes.
Okay. So...
It is. I can show you the statute.
But you still.
So we have to make sure your car is registered to be on the state of Florida.
But you still.
So it is arrestable.
But you still haven't accurately articulated how would that happen had I not given him my ID, right?
Right.
Okay. Because I don't feel as though I've committed a crime. So if I hadn't given him my ID and there's no way for you to reference the license tag or the VIN number, what's the next step?
Well, the crime is therefore we don't know if the car is registered.
I understand, but you're not. See, I mean, could this have played out differently? Yeah, sure, okay. I didn't give him my license, and now you've come up as a supervisor.
You asked for me.
Maybe I could have, I should have waited, until you got here. Okay, so now, at this point, let's assume, hypothetically, haven't produced my ID, because I don't feel as though I've committed a crime. So now, you guys don't have my ID, and you have no way to ID the vehicle either. What's the next course of events?
You want to take up police procedure?
No. I'm trying.
And how we do things to investigate a crime. If you want to talk about all that in court, we can talk about it in court. If you want to go to court.
I'm asking.
Okay.
You don't want to tell me. You don't know.
I don't have to discuss the ways the police investigate crimes further.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. You have any problems with the officer that I needed talk to you about, or? Because I know you asked for a supervisor.
Other than what I just told you, I did, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm not argumentative, I'm not belligerent. He came up laughing and giggling about, the funny plate that was on the car, and then immediately turned on the A-hole button. I just don't think it's necessary to do. That's all.
Well, I'll talk to him about
that. I was, like I said, all I was doing was talking to the guy.
Let me just educate you as far as you don't have a proper tag on the car. We do have the right to stop you because we have to make sure the vehicle is registered.
That's why I stopped.
Having an unregistered vehicle is a crime.
That's why I stopped.
Okay.
That's why I stopped.
Okay. All right. He's gonna finish his thing and. You don't even have to sign for it anymore. There you go. I suggest you put the proper legal license tag on there. You're gonna have the same situation again. Okay?
I would have. You started off so it was kind of.
Business. I'm a businessman. Okay, I'm not out here to play games.
I get it.
Because I don't know who you are, and I don't end up going to have one of them go to my house and tell them that I just got killed on a traffic stop.
I understand.
Okay. Have a nice day. Enjoy.
Huh. He's a businessman, not a peace officer. Interesting. Okay. Well, that went okay.